Oh, it's still the Zelda background. Oh, it's still the Zelda background. And a double sound, it's still the Zelda background. And a double sound, it's still the Zelda background. And a double sound. Doing anything, and you haven't heard any of it. Yes. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed the look of the drives. What I was rambling about was that they can all fit in here, whether it's a regular hard drive like we just saw, or whether it's a solid state drive or a laptop drive. We're going to be connecting this up to the computer, but the problem I'm having is I'm running low on USB ports. Had to disconnect a Logitech camera, the C920. That's the most common one. It's a 1080p one. I'm using one here and there, but when you connect two of them, it's foobar. So we're gonna go ahead and check that out, see what's wrong with that. A couple of external drives. Then after we do that, we're gonna go into a little bit of Zelda. Got the strategy guide, collector's edition. And we also have a storage bay. Don't know, really don't focus on the brands. You could get them off of any brand. But basically, boom, you can put your laptop drive, or if you have a solid state drive, I've got a solid state in here. Let's see what we got. 128 gig SanDisk. I don't know how much of this has mods, how much of it's formatted. I'm literally going in blind. I'm going to be using this monitor, a 1080p 1ms Asus 24-inch monitor to check the files first, and then bring up on screen the actual files just in case we got any fucking porn or something in here. God knows. So that's what we'll do from there. Let's start her off with I also have what's plugged in right now. I don't know is this far enough? It's still running. Oh, that just unplugged it. Fuck it. Plug and play. This is a 3 terabyte backup plus disk drive. Oldest shit, probably from 14 or maybe even earlier. There's dents all over it, but luckily it still works. So we're gonna check out. That's where I have the mod file for SKYRIM. And speaking of SKYRIM, I really in the future want to dive back into the SKYRIM edition. I don't have the hardcover, but I have the soft cover. It's like 1,200 pages. Just an extremely amazing guide, and as you can see, I like to research through. Like, we got alchemy, find all the bullshit in there. Let's check out this drive first. Now I have a lot of shit nested within Nest. It's very crazy. So a lot of what I want to do today is just go ahead and check out the drive, see what we have on it. Hopefully there's something cool. I know that there is a file that has over 300 mods. Here it is, 352. So we'll go ahead and just put that right here. Now we'll see how fast that copies. Because right now, if we go to File Explorer, you'll be able to see I've got... Where is it? Here we go. Got the C drive. This is a Samsung. It's a RAID 0, so it's striping the data. RAID 0, Samsung 850 EVO, 1 terabyte times 2. So with formatting, it comes out to 1.81 terabytes, 921 gigs left, although this is going to be another like 40 gigs. Only taking 3 minutes, that's not bad. And then this is right here. This is actually this drive right here. The Seagate Barracuda, 4 terabyte, solid state hybrid drive. Very badass. I've got 2 of these right here in a RAID 0 configuration to have shitloads of storage, and then here's the external. So we've got over 10 terabytes to look at. This is the first thing that we're transferring. It's SKYRIM 352 mods. Let's see if I could get a hold of that mouse. Okay. We've got a compression file, a text file, a TZ file, which is a 7-zip. And then pictures. Let's see what the pictures is off of. There we go. Alright, so that's pictures. Let's go ahead and see what's in here. It's gonna take a minute because it's transferring all this shit. 10 gigs in 1 minute 15 seconds. That's not bad for read-write speed. It's not bad. All right, well, while we're doing that, let's open up let's open up the original Nexus mod manager first. Close that. And what I meant by Visual Basic Graphical User Interface is what you're seeing right here. This is old school Visual Basic. If you look at the new one, it's called Vortex, and it's just more of a JavaScript. I mean, you can see it's a higher level object-oriented programming. Looks nice and neat. This looks really shitty and old. But to be honest, I kind of emergency alert. All right, well, be on the lookout for a black Honda, guys. I kind of like the old way of modding a lot better than the new way. The new way is very simple, very simple. The old way is way more complex, and the more steps it takes, the better, I think. Did I break it? What's going on? Let's get rid of Vortex. It's running 3 instances. There we go. That was eating up all my processing power. All right, so like I was saying, with the old Visual Basic Graphical User Interface, or GUI system, this is what you're gonna get. Let's do stop searching and see if we have original Skyrim. I don't want the, there we go. Everything old, 2017, Skyrim Legendary Edition. Let's take that. Quick setup and go to Skyrim. You need to set up the mods to continue. Okay, no problem. We're just gonna set mod directory and your install. Now this is based on where you're installing to your own computer. I can't tell you where to do it, but I can show you where to do it. C drive, and then whatever you call your next drive, and your next drive, and your next drive. It just goes down in alphabetical order, but you can change them. We're gonna use the D drive for all of it, because I don't want to put the mods on a drive that's going to be loading the data. The way I look at it is, this drive is solid state hybrid, so it's going to be damn fast. It's 7.2 terabytes, so with formatting, so it's an 8 terabyte total, and that's going to be really fast for storage. That's going to be faster than most, but when you bump up to the 1 terabyte solid state drive, that's Samsung 850 Evo, and you have 2 of them, it just increases the read-write speed. It's just extreme. All right, so go ahead and put in whatever there, whatever drive you're using. I'm using D, or the secondary drive. You have no Skyrim ini file. Okay, we haven't launched the game. Great. Let's go ahead and check our Steam library. Oh, it's already loading up. Hold on. Okay, let's see if I can show this to you. There we go. Okay, the following updates, blah, blah, blah. Yep, that's fine. Okay, so here's what we've got. Now, you can find this program very simply. It's at the Nexus Mod Manager. Let's see if I have it in here. Let's just do a new window, and we'll go to nexusmods.com. Boom, here we go. And from here you can just download, this is the old, or this is the new one, the Vortex that we just saw, the upgraded graphical user interface. That's not what we're looking for. This is where you can get the mods though. So let's go ahead and see what we have. So launch Skyrim. Oh, we got some conflictions, it looks like. Let's go ahead and check and make sure Skyrim's even fucking gonna run. A lot of modding is just trial and error. It's just you don't learn on the first time. You load up a couple mods and then shit goes all to hell, and then you do some research. Modding is really fun because it's really a lot about researching and learning more about computers, and that's the best part in my opinion. All right, so let's find Skyrim. I don't think I have it installed. No. If I don't have it installed, we'll just install it in the background. Yep, I got the special edition. Here's the regular edition. Let's install that. See, there's where the C drive comes in right here. That's gonna take this a lot less time to load. If you're using a solid state drive and you're accessing files, you're just gonna be loading a shitload faster than if you're using a drive that has a platter and has to spin. Even if it's 7,200 rotations per minute, that's still slow. 10,000, the Raptor, the 10,000 rotation Raptor, I'll show you how thick it is. We'll compare it to another one. But I mean, keep in mind, this Raptor is, shit. This is from 2005. This is when that technology came out. So, all right. So you got your standard hard drive. Nothing special about it. It's fucking hard drive, right? And then in the background, let's see the difference. So about the same thickness. This is the 10,000 rotation, but if you look in the back, it's got a lot more. I'm not gonna be able to see that because of the fucking green screen, but let's see if we move it back. There we go, off the light. So this has a lot more going on in the back of it than the other one. This one's 10,000 rotations, a little bit thicker. And they're both serial ATA, meaning it's right here. It's basically the ports you're gonna see on pretty much any power supply that you put in. IDE, if you're still running IDE, then there's a problem. All right, let's see what's going on with the mods. We've got Skyrim installing. And let's check our bit rate. Why is that going? All right, 11 minutes for 11 gigs, not bad. All right, so if you're looking to mod, the first place to go is Nexus Mod Manager, and I would suggest go to Nexus Mod Manager and read and just go down the rabbit hole. For right now, we're waiting for this to install. The location, is it a different thing? Let's try to launch it. No, we don't want to close it. It's loading off of the external, so it might be slow. Let's see how it goes. Yep, it's not loaded up. Okay. So we'll wait for that to install, but as you saw, You go to the Nexus Mod Manager, you download Nexus Mod Manager, then you can scan the games that you have. And let's just go with New Vegas. Well, we've got the mods on the other one, so let's go with... What's something I don't have? Let's just mess with The Witcher 3. Stop searching. You need to set up the path where the Nexus Mod Manager will store the mods. That's what we just did. But we didn't have the INI file, meaning we didn't launch the game to begin with. Oh, I don't even have... Let me know if this is too loud. Just listening to some chill music. What is it? Aimless Sail Away. If that's too loud and you can't hear me, let me know. Alright. So we're back in. It wants to put us at C Games, Nexus Mods, Witcher 3, and then mods. Like I said, we don't want to have it on C. You can put it on whatever drive you want. It's whatever drive. If you have F drive, but it usually goes, it used to go A for floppy. Well, no, A and then B, but now it's C, starts with C and then goes from there on. You can label them and change any drive you want. Very simple. Okay, so we're saying a virtual install. We're going to change this to D as well and put everything on that secondary set of drives. Switch this back to C and see if that was the issue. It was the issue because they had to make a virtual drive, that's why. Let's see. You currently don't have any categories set up. Okay, so we're going to associate all Nexus mods with Nexus Mod Manager. That makes sense. And now we can check our mods. And we have none. So let's launch The Witcher 3 from here. And we will close it. And let's see if this launches up. It might launch on the 2K monitor instead of the 4K monitor because this one's set as primary. And yes, it is. So what we're going to do is go in to NVIDIA Control Panel. And change this to primary. And that's going to fuck up everything. So 1 second. Alright, so make that primary. And just apply, and then it's going to rotate all the shit that you have on your screen, possibly. It's just completely black screen right now. Okay, so not bad. Everything fell back in line. Everything's back in line. It looks good. And now that we've made our, like I said, we have 3 or 2, which is 1 monitor, then 1, then 3. You can rearrange them if you want, but we have 3 of them, so we're going to put them in that order. And now that this is primary, this monitor will be the monitor that The Witcher launches off of. So let's go back in. Access Mod Manager. The Witcher 3. And we're going to launch it, and that's just telling us we're closing the mod manager, and it should launch right now. Guys, thanks for chilling out. Cheers. Hopefully you're having a good day, afternoon, evening, whatever time it may be in the space that you're living in. I'm having a great morning. It's about 7 o'clock, starting the day off. Want to do some modding. Just want to play video games, have a good time today, but modding is first and foremost right now. Got lots of data to look at. Alright, now this is coming up like this because this is a 2K right here resolution, and it's exactly half of the actual monitor, which is 4K. So, video. Bump it from 2K to 4K. It's only a 60 FPS monitor. The 2K one down here is 145 overclockable to 165. Alright, we're gonna stick with borderless window. I don't like borderless window. There we go, full screen, we're good to go. Let's see if we continue our game. We had a file. Now I want to do this for science because we had a file saved, but we had mods on it. So if we don't have the same mods, it's conflict. But this was at the beginning of the game. Oh, there we go. Auto loop, missing mod.
Shit. Mountain Pass is beautiful as ever.
Let's check the FPS. 50. Oh, that's low shot. Like I said, I normally have more USB slots. Would be playing with. I love the Xbox One soft controllers. Damn nice, but it's wireless, gotta plug in a USB, so looks like USB hub is next on the list. Alright, let's get out of here. So now we've launched it, so now the INI file should be initialized, and we should be able to go right back in. It's Nexus Mod Manager, Witcher 3. Okay, so from here we should be able to load mods. You can add it from a file. Let's see what we've got. Oh, these are all Fallout mods. Check this out. All Fallout mods. So we need Witcher 3 mods. Let me look for that. Now I believe we already have this modded on Vortex, which is the new graphical user interface. So let's go and see if that works. You can get Vortex from right here on nexusmods.com. Once you download that and install and everything, it'll be right here. Okay, we've got it here, but let's close it. It's because the resolution changed. Last time it was up to 2560 by 1440, and now it's at 3840 by 2160. Dude, there's gotta be a way to make this full screen. Let's try again. Yeah, wow. let's see. All right, I think if you Alt Tab and then Window Tab. Yeah, let's try that. So what I did is a Window Tab versus an Alt Tab. This is an Alt Tab, this is a Window Tab. Oh, too fast. So we just did a Window Tab and closed it out that way. I think it's extremely loud. Let's try a different one. Oh, that one's not able to do it, so fuck it. Alright. So now it's coming up over here. Fucking A, man. I know how we can fix this. We're gonna go to NVIDIA control panel. And we're gonna change the resolution. Go down to modify. Oh, let's identify. All right, so from here, go to change resolution. Brings us here. And you can see the 3 monitors. We got 1, 2, 3. All right, so instead of having it at that, we'll go to PC. Oh, that might be why it's fucked up. That's Ultra HD. Let's see, Ultra HD and SD. All right, here we go. Here's the 4K monitor. So it was set at native 4K. So we're gonna bring that down to 2K. We're gonna apply. Boom, there it is. That was the issue. We'll put this over in a corner. Put this over here, and then you just got to go back and you just say no. That you don't want to accept the changes. Or you're forced to do that last stop again. Whatever you prefer. All right, now it's back to normal. NVIDIA control panel, come on. All right, so let's double check it. All right, it's at 4K. And we could check this one. And NVIDIA control panel is another way to check it. And then that way, when you do multi-monitors, you can set it up like I was saying. I have it set up like this so that you can just scroll from one monitor to the next. You could put it like this and apply. All right. So we'll agree to this, keep those changes. So now from this side, we'll go down onto the third monitor from that side. From this side, we'll go on to the other monitor. And you can put it any way you want, but it's pretty much up to you. I'm gonna put it like this. Find that to be the best way to just swoop the mouse. Yep, that's good. Alright, so now we got all this set up. That was because we were changing resolution. Alright, so we're in here. Let's see our mods. So we have the mods enabled in this graphical user interface program Vortex from the Nexus Mod Manager. From here, if you don't have any mods, all you got to do is click Get More Mods. And boom, you're already here. You got to make a profile all ahead of time, but you're already here at The Witcher or whatever game you load up. To load up another game, you go to Profiles, and all you got to do is simply click Enable, and boom, it's done. Go back to Mods. Boom, if you want mods for this game, right here. So simple. So simple. Almost too simple. Alright, so we've got these enabled. This is not going to be enabled, it's disabled. To enable or disable a mod, it's very simple. You click and then you click again. If you have any conflicts, they'll come up over there where you saw that, and you just click another button. So we've got all the mods. Here's the plugins. And now we can go back to mods and dashboard, and now here's the program. So let's launch out Fallout New Vegas. And now with this one, I have the New California mod, which is a complete overhaul of the whole game. I wouldn't even call it a mod. It's an overhaul of the whole game, which is what I'm intending to do today, is mod Skyrim multiple times, have multiple instances of Skyrim modded with 352 mods, Skyrim modded with Bruma, Skyrim modded with Falskar, and both of those are overhaul mods. And I think there's another one too. We'll check on that. So let's see how this works. Oh, we've got an error. Failed to initialize renderer. Your display doesn't support the selected resolution. Please select a different resolution in Fallout New Vegas launcher under the display settings. Okay, so we didn't configure it. So you just go back. What they mean by that is, boom, we were trying to have fucking letterbox on a 4K. That's the max that this goes up to is 2K. Put everything up. Ultra even lowers that. Let's put that up. Show all resolutions, that's where we fucked up. HDR, we want that. Vertical sync, we want it because this monitor doesn't have G-Sync. If you have G-Sync, you don't want vertical sync. Windowed, yeah, let's do windowed. And advanced. Make sure everything's to the max. Yep. Alright, everything's maxed out. Let's click OK. We have the right resolution now, so it should be able to launch up. We had to choose 2K or 2560 by 1440. That's why it is only half of the screen. And it's not windowed. Or borderless windowed. Is that an option? Let's check. So we can't get out of this window. Let's go to settings from here. Display. Gameplay has nothing. This is all set up at that beginning. So let's just go to continue and see if this launches at all. So a complete overhaul. You saw we had a couple mods on it. Whoa, that was quick. We have a couple mods on it. But mainly that overhaul is a complete, I mean, there's over 17,000 lines of additional code for voice dialogue. It's not just code. 17,000 lines of code, that's not much. 17,000 lines of voice dialogue. Completely voiced over. That includes more than 17,000, I believe it's like 24,000 extra lines of dialogue into the game. This is a completely new area, and if we check the map, let's check the world map. That doesn't show us shit. Yeah, well, completely new area. I'll show you. If you go back, we might be able to configure it. Here's all the data files. Now these are unchecked because like I showed you over here, the mods are going to conflict. The beta patch, when we have the 202 beta and the 201 patch, it's not going to fucking work. And it even shows you, look, the version. There's conflictions. So we've already got that running, so we could close that in the background just like you would have closed the last one. Let's see where Skyrim's at. Okay, we'll restart that in a minute. Okay, so that was the data files. Let's go back to options. Stuck at 1080. Okay, there we go. It's based on the monitor up top. Alright, well, fuck it. Let's just run it at 1080 and see what that does. Let's see how that looks. Yep, 1/4 the size. So we were last time able to get into a 2K resolution. Now we've launched up the mod and we can only get into 1080. At least the mod's running. I mean, you could have a million mods going on and they can conflict, but that's what we're going to look at from low level to a high level. And what I mean by that is from like low level coding where it looks very simplistic. It's very outdated, if you will. Let's do a new one. I'll show you this. It's very outdated. It's very simplistic. It looks like that side of the screen. It's basically it's an eyesore. This is the new one. Here's the new one. I'll show you the new one first. It's called Vortex. It's straight up off of the Nexus Mod Manager site, and it's a nice graphical user interface to look at. It's got everything here. If you're confused, there's little tiles on the left side. Shows all your save games too. The save games are there after you put the mods on and you run it through this program. The same games are not going to be there if you have if you make any changes in modding. You have to make sure that it doesn't conflict. If you play a game for 5 hours and you have mods on it, and you take off 1 or 2 of those mods, or you lose 1 of those mods, or you decide you don't like it anymore and you try to continue the playthrough, there's a possibility that you can have conflicts and that you could have missing files, and you could have one mod that relies on another one that you don't have. We'll look into that later. Also plugins, mods, like I showed you, it's very simple to just click. We're running it, so I'm not going to, but just click enable and disable, and then in the top right it will show you if there's any conflicts. You just click one button. Very simple right here. You have your profiles. Now for profiles, you can edit them. For example, we have Witcher 3 without map mod. That was completely edited. And then Witcher 3 modded. So they both have 11 enabled. Let's load up this profile.
Nothing in the world more beautiful than falling in love.
Let's activate the Witcher 3. Then go into profiles. And now we've got 2 profile IDs, but 11 mods. So let's go ahead and let's edit this one. Okay, so this one is activated. Profiles. It's activated. Let's see what mods are on it. Alright, all of them except for the map quest objectives. Great. Go to both of them. It won't let us switch profiles. I believe it's the same amount then. So let's just go ahead and delete this and see what happens. And see if we can make a new one. So we'll call this new profile. We have modded without map. We'll just call it basic modded. Alright, now we have to enable the mods. So we have this, and let's go down to mods. It's still enabled. Well, they both seem to be the same, and it won't let us switch the profiles. So let's go ahead and let's load up another one, and then from here, show all the information. Now, if we're in a different game, let's see if we go to this profile with no mods. Enable. Okay, switch game mode. So we're in here, and none of the mods are activated. Let's see if we could go back to that profile and enable this one. There we go. They changed it in the past couple months. There used to be a drop-down bar kind of like this. But now we have this enabled. This one is a new profile that we don't need because there's no mods. Let's remove that. This one's showing 11 mods out of 12. Let's launch her up. Here we go. This is one of my favorite games of all time. I have the strategy guide for this one too, of course. Got the strategy guide for most games that I like.
Terrified.
This game has been a blast. Also comes with
Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains.
Witcher 3 is one of my favorite games of all time. It's the only game that I will play on the hardest difficulty, which is Death March. So from here, let's go to... We'll go to load game. Let's see what we've got. Now, since I've modded it, I have a bunch of files in the backup that are the save files. It's always best to have lots of backups just in case anything happens. Okay, so let's see. This is the very beginning of the game. This is even
This card's tale
So let's see if this loads up. Now, the reason it should load up is because it has the same mods.
She'd eluded him for years.
This has the same mods on it that we used before. If we add additional mods, there's a possibility that, especially with the Vortex mod manager, that the mods won't conflict. Let's see what we get. Missing outdated mod menu. Okay. So this time mod menu. The last time it was a looting issue. Missing mod menu for that one. God, this game looks so yeah, it's a bit, but I mean, keep in mind, this is 4K. It's going to be a lot more demanding. And, of course, we have everything on. So that worked. That worked perfectly. Let's exit this. And let's see what mods we've got on here. Very simple. All I did there is just click on here and go to open. You can open in your file. You can manage file conflicts. This program is very awesome. Very awesome. Fallout New Vegas was running in the background apparently. That tends to happen. Let's see what this looks like with the new game. When you click new, you're going to be brought to this menu. New Vegas or New California. Completely different. You can still start New Vegas, but New California is completely different. Overhaul, completely different mod. Check out this while we do a little bit of modding on the side. this.
poor
This
man
is full
rich.
screen for you guys.
The difference is decided by character. And if you don't think character is the only factor in deciding victory, then you've been playing the wrong game this whole damn time. The world was playing the wrong game 200 years ago. They learned what it meant to be found faulty in character. For their failure, they became a wasteland of nuclear hellfire. Now out there is a horde of men calling themselves survivalists, remnants of the old world, thinking they can get by just on the strength of their arms alone. There's a new California Republic, gambling away the glory of America's past on a legion of slaves trying to rise against their masters on some old forgotten highway. None of them have any idea what kind of character it takes to bring the greatest nation on earth back to glory. But down here, in Vault 18, you're gonna learn everything you need to know about winning that war.
This is the
Right
beginning
here,
of
right
the
now, on
complete
this
experience of the
battlefield.
Fallout New
You
California.
are the last of America's finest men and women. You're the
There's
A-list.
17,000 lines
The rest of those idiots are a thing of the past. Now is your time. You'll get out there and show that you have the character it takes to bring America back to glory. Can I get a hurrah? Damn right! Now move out!
Alright, there it is. That's the intro. That is the intro. Let's see if this one works. Control-Alt-Delete. Task Manager. Still got Vortex running. 3 of them. Let's see if we get rid of this one. Okay. They got rid of all 3. Great. Fallout New Vegas is using 0% CPU. So that program crashed. Okay. So now we have a little issue. No big deal. That's what we're here to fix. Let's go ahead and see if we launch up Vortex. So we're in The Witcher 3. Let's check the mods. Let's diagnose. And we'll do the latest ones. We have inflow. We don't have any warnings. No errors. Let's close. Now the last one was, what was it? We had a loot issue. Auto loot patch for 1.3.1. And then this is 1.3 before. Alright, so let's go ahead. We'll go to Profiles, Dashboard. and launch up the game again. See if we could get a fresh start with the mods that we have installed. See if we can get that work from scratch, because the other files, since they were missing them, the easiest way is deductive logic. If you use deductive reasoning, you can see, hey, if we change one thing and that messes up, let's go to the next one. And that's way before loot organizer and mod organizer, and when you had to actually put all the files in. Alright, so we're gonna go to new game, fresh start, death march, off, and see where this lands us. Okay, missing outdated mod menu, auto loot error. Okay. So now we know we have a conflict in that mod. And the error is missing mod menu. Okay, so now we know what we have and we know what the error is. Let's go ahead and exit this. And go ahead and check out our mods. We've got auto loot. Let's see if there's an update. That's why being able to click on that and seeing the file. Let's see if there's. We downloaded it October 29th. Mods requiring this file. This is why I want this to work so bad. What? Very important. Whenever you see red and do not and please, they're saying please for a reason. They don't want you to use their mod. And then next thing you know, your whole computer's foobar. And then you don't know what's going on, and the mod manager is fucked up. It's always best to read it. Require graphical user interface configuration menu. Now this is more of my type of modding right here. Let's see. Oh, we got bat files. Oh, customizable key bindings. Input.xml files. This is great. For 1.30 and 1.31, anything before will not work, okay? There we go, your menu options. Okay. That's why it's clutch to read this stuff. I know it's a lot of reading and a lot to do, but really if you want to keep it simple and you go to one of the mods, it's really easy. I mean, unless you, let's say just this pistol. If it's not too far of an adept one. The main thing you have to do is just look at installation a lot of the times. It'll tell you if you need to put in data files, it'll tell you what you need, where it's located. And then when you go to files, like I said, you could do mod manager download. If you click on mod manager download, it's gonna run this, and then boom, there's Vortex already. So we click on Vortex and look at downloads, and it's already downloading. It's already finished right here. You could just click install and then configure. It organizes, it does everything for you. If you're looking for a simple, we're going to dismiss that. If you're looking for a simple way to mod, that is the best way. It's very simple with profiles. Very simple with adding the games. All you have to do is rescan. So it just discovered brand new files that we didn't even add. It discovered, let's manage the SKYRIM. This is the special edition. So let's see, we have original SKYRIM. What my goal is to mod the original SKYRIM with a file that I have that has 352 mods. I don't know what the mods do. I don't really care. I just found the hard drives and I want to mod it. So let's see if it downloaded. No, restart. Yep, we ended up there. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you. Let's see if I missed anything. Potty Mouth, what's going on? Oh my god, right at the beginning of the stream you followed. Thanks so much, dude. I totally missed that. I'm so sorry, man. Welcome on in, dude. I hope you're having a great day. Hopefully everything's going well with you. You're enjoying the modding session. Alright, so we got SKYRIM Special Edition, but we want regular SKYRIM. And remember, what we saw earlier is that it didn't initialize. We didn't have any .ini files. We hadn't launched the game, so we couldn't use the mods in the mod manager for that game yet. Okay, so we've got errors here. Really easy to just click more and find out where it is. You're missing non-writable. Boom, right here, INI file that I'm talking about. The preferences in the actual game. Okay, so that's for SKYRIM Special Edition. Let's close this down. And let's go to original SKYRIM. And we're just going to launch the game before we start modding. It's critical that you launch the game so that it has the preferences and the initialization files. It has all the information that it needs from the game. It's very critical to do that. All right, well, while this is loading up, I'm going to take a quick union break. Thank you, everybody, for chilling out. Go ahead and hit that follow button if you want to see more modding. This is episode 1. We're going to be doing this quite often, mostly in the morning. And we'll adjust all that. We're going to be doing a lot of modding in the future. I have a lot of data to go through today. We're going to do it live on stream. Check out some of the mods. Try to get at least SKYRIM Original Edition, not Special Edition, at least Skyrim modded with at least one set of mods, hopefully 2 sets of mods. What I mean by that is a complete install, a complete version of Skyrim, completely modded, and then in a whole nother area of your computer, the same thing. So you can run a game, 2 games. Thank you everybody for showing out. I'll be right back. Alright guys, let's get right back into it. Need a button to turn this on and off. So let's go ahead and venture out. Put this over here. Go ahead and check out the Stream Deck. I've been loving the Elgato Stream Deck. It's very awesome, very easy to use. If you just go in to Streamlabs OBS or anything, any of the programs that you have. Let's see, Streamlabs OBS is what I'm using, and we want a scene which is nested within the source. So we'll go to a new scene. You can create an icon from file. We'll do that right now. We're trying to get rid of this Be Right Back so it can toggle off of the Stream Deck. Very easy to do. So here we go. You can choose any file you want, or you can upload your own picture. Keep in mind this is a small ass button, so it's gonna be like 360 pixels by 280. Let's see if we can see what it is exactly. .36 by 36 pixels, 140 by 140, or 144 by 144, even smaller than I thought. That was just F12 to get over there. And F11 to go into full screen, get the rest of that trash off of there. So this, you can add layers. And then mix and match what you want it to look like. It's pretty sick. It's pretty awesome. Let's go ahead. We want the Be Right Back screen, so we'll do a random this one. And I like how that looks, so we'll save it. Show in folder. And we'll cut that one, and we'll go to custom keys and go to paste. Now we have that taken care of. F11 again to get out of that. Alright, so now we have that. We can set it from file. Now that we made it. Boom, right there. You can title it. Change the title to wherever you want, or just turn it off. Lots of customization within that. And then this is going to be your scene. And let's see what happens if we do this. And it's live. You could just click it and then there it goes. So that's not what we wanted. It's not what we wanted at all. So we went too high up on that. I was absolutely wrong. We needed source, which is nested within the scene. Makes sense, top to bottom. I believe you have to label it, but let's see if we don't. So we're gonna go to, which one am I on? These are all just, you can make up the labels if you want. You can see I have a lot of crap in here, but what we're turning off is the BRB. Now when we click the button, which is just like what you see on the screen. Boom, program. So we'll take that, put it over here. And get back into the SKYRIM. Ah, yes, there we go. It actually recognizes the right monitor. Crank all this up. I don't know why that wasn't on to begin with. We'll go over all these settings right after this. And I don't want it in windowed mode, but let's just see. All right, let's just launch it. Once again, we're launching this. Damn, be right back. We're launching this to get the initialization files because we had a conflict with the mods. And with this one specifically, Skyrim, we didn't have initial load. You have to go in and then we'll just launch a new game. And then this way it's the first time. Just think of it as the first time loading, the first instance of the save files, the first instance of getting all the files loaded up. Once you're in here, you don't have to worry about it. That was just Alt-Tab, and then we'll close the window. And we'll go back to Vortex. Now we have Special Edition there. Let's see if it found, boom, it already found Skyrim. We'll activate it up. We've got loose files may not be loaded. Let's just click Fix. An error occurred activating profile. More. Still hasn't loaded. Let's dismiss that. And let's try to run it anyway. See what happens. We're in the right profile. Got no mods. Here are the plugins. That is why it didn't load in. You go into the plugins and now, boom, it's as simple as just clicking. Once again, I suggest you research Nexus Mod Manager to find out conflictions, find out which saves and which files rely on each other, which mods rely on other mods. We're just going to check all of that. These are already initialized, the main ones. So we've got all that on. Let's go to mods, uninstalled, diagnose. Alright, we're all good. Now launch Skyrim. And as you see, it's a new graphical user interface with the Vortex rather than the old Nexus Mod Manager. With the Vortex, you didn't have to say you're going to close anything. You didn't have to worry about anything. Let's load this up. Let's load a new game. And see if the mods... Boom, here we go. Skyrim script extender is not working, or it's not running. SkyUI won't work. Okay, no worries. Let's see if we can get further in without that mod. How far we can get in without that mod. And then we're gonna... because that's the next step, is going into script extender. So put that for Skyrim.
Hey, you.
Okay.
Finally awake.
See how this looks.
You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial
If you've
ambush,
never played
same as
this
us.
game.
And that thief over there.
Damn,
It's pretty fucking good in my opinion.
Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
We're all
Solid
brothers and
60
sisters in
FPS, so
vines
there's
now.
61. So
Shut
we
up
may
back
not
there.
have vertical
What's
sync
wrong
on.
with him, huh?
Watch your tongue.
62.
Speaking to Ulfric Storm.
Let's get out of here. Once again, Alt-Tab is just the easiest way to close everything. We'll pin that to Task Manager. Get all the mods over. Alright, so we had a problem with Skyrim Script Extender. Right here. Make primary. And launch it again. A lot of modding is trial and error. If you are lost and you don't know what to do, the best thing to do is to go in and just try it. Just try it. Get out there and try it. Try a couple mods. The worst it can do is it won't load. Make sure you are getting them off Nexus Mod Manager. Very reliable place. We've got too much running. Alright, let's try something else. Alright, so that's not working. Let's see where that brings us to. Ah, there we go. The joys of The Witcher 3. Alright, well at least that's working. Alright, that's all adjustments on the Stream Deck that we're looking at. that The Witcher 3? No, that's Skyrim. Skyrim fucking up as always.
Just, I don't want to lie.
Alright, let's launch it again. We got the script extender on there. Let's see if this will load up.
Too late. I don't love you anymore. Goodbye.
We're capturing too much stuff at once and running too many programs. The processor can't keep up. So what we're going to do is just go one by one and delete all this. Very simple, just clicking delete, enter. Wow, lots of unneeded shit. Let's see what this is. I don't need that. There we go. That's why it didn't show up. The alert box was way down, right behind all the other stuff. It's like, it's very simple. I'll look and see if I could just show you. It's not even capturing that. See if it rotates both. Yep, it did. Control Z doesn't work on that. Boogie! What's going on, brother? How you doing? I'm trying to edit some scenes, and we're doing, let's see, where is it? Well, that shouldn't be showing. Editing some scenes, doing some modding, just overall fucking around with the computer today, having a blast. Hopefully you're having a great day, Boogie. What you been up to? How are you liking Red Dead? Dude, I've had it, look, the DualShock controller. Where is it? This one, I've had, it's the weekend. Yes, Boogie. Dude, we're gonna fucking try to get some Forza, man. Did you check and see if that's co-op? Thank you so much for the bit. I am a wizard from Harry Potter. Oh man. How's your day going? I don't have everything set up yet. Rilo Gaming. And that didn't show up because the alert. Now watch this. We go ahead and take the alert. And we'll put that dead in the center. And let's see if it shows up now. Boogie! Thank you for the host. Hopefully you're having a fucking amazing day, dude. We started off modding. We ended up going into editing scenes in Streamlabs OBS. We have Red Dead up and live. I've been running this PlayStation 4 Pro for about a week now. And when I say running, I mean Boogie, thank you for the bits. Thank you so much. Guys, all your contributions are going to help this stream get to PAX East. I've already got tickets to PAX East. I'm bringing the stream there, taking pictures, finding out everything we can about all the computer technology, all the things, all the pictures, all the fun times. It's going to be a fucking blast. Yo, have fun playing Fortnite, man. Good stopping by. Thank you so much for the bits. Hit that follow button. You'll be able to see when I go live. And there it is. You already know. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. I'll be doing modding once or twice a week, maybe more. You can go ahead and follow me on the social medias. And I also have a website where I update daily my stream for the day, in which I do every day. I appreciate your support, and just hanging out here is a huge support, guys. A huge support. Just hanging out here, being cool, man. Yeah, PAX, it's gonna be the shit. Let's see if we could get a screen actually running. We're trying to fuck with the Elgato Stream Deck, which I love immensely. But programming all this and setting it up has been very easy. It's just trying to get the scenes in order. So let's see what scene we're on right now. The BRB one. I've just stacked like a million things into each scene, and it's just overwhelming the processor at this point. But fuck it all. Let's see if we could just go to 4K monitor. Put that right here. Yo, thank you for that. There's going to be much more streaming coming up. I appreciate all your support and kind words. Appreciate that very much, Rilo. Okay, so we have this. This is actually the monitor. This program is SKYRIM that's fucked up. So we're going to close that. Boom, here we are back. And now let's go check out the website. Oh, no spoilers. Tech Talk, that's what we're doing today. Video games, that's what we're doing today. Anarchy, that's what we're doing today. Morning modding. We've gotten into Skyrim modding. We're going into more advanced modding. Oh yeah, dude. Once PAX East, I almost said Skyrim East. Yo, we need to make a convention called Skyrim East. Probably trademark. Once PAX East goes well, it's just fucking gonna be PAX South, West, North, Chicago, fucking PAX wherever, man. It's gonna be a blast. I plan on traveling and taking this on the road. All right, so here's the schedule for the day. I update this every day. Morning modding. This is the first episode. We're doing morning modding. It's going to be badass. So far, it's been really good. Boogie, I got to show you. I got to show you some damn pics. Look at this. Let me show you what we're working with. Hold on. Here's the Twitter. You can follow me. I post every time I go live. 2 hours ago. Boom. Is there any way to get this trash off of here? Look at this. Can we zoom in? Check that out. We got the Skyrim guide. Now let me just show you how large the Skyrim guide is in reference. Here's The Witcher 3, which is a fucking massive game. And keep in mind, this is just the regular game Witcher 3. So let's go to another one. There's The Witcher 3. Now we've got The Legend of Zelda. Let's see the difference. Zelda's a little bit thicker. Keep in mind it is hardcover. But let's also compare to Red Dead, which is a fucking ginormous game. Alright, so we got about... The running average, I have 15 more I'm using as a footrest. Alright, so here's a full-on RPG. And here's the damn Skyrim. It's the same size as both of them. Look at this. Over 1,100 pages. Over 1,100 pages in this book. This is a main reason why we're modding this game, is to not take advantage of the quests. I've done all the quests. Everybody's done all the damn quests. That's why we're doing the mods, because we're doing complete overhaul mods, and then we're going to look at all the details of the book. The complete overhaul mods that we're going to be focused on today is Skyrim Bruma, which is an overhaul one, and Skyrim Falskar. And I think there's a third one, and a fourth one, and a fifth one. I mean, they just keep making more and more, so who fucking knows? But we're going to find them all. All right, so let's go back and check out the schedule. So we've got that. Then we've got data management. Oh, God. Just finding data fucking everywhere, man. It's just too much. It's too much. I've got over 10 terabytes of data that I recently found that I had from modding in 2014. Really excited to explore that. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing Tech Talk, of course. The 2080 and the 2080 Ti. Everybody's really excited about those. Let's see what ray tracing is all about. Checking out resolutions and refresh rates. 1080p versus 1080i. 1080i interlace. What does that mean? We're going to be finding out about that. Later on, we're going to be getting into some Zelda. You already saw I got the strategy guide. Completely blind. I've never played a fucking Zelda before. I played the original Zelda when it was the original Zelda, and I was over at someone's house, and just like Mortal Kombat, you know, you can't have the game, or you don't have the game, you go to someone's house. Yeah. So I'm completely blind. I'm about 5 hours into the game, though. So I beat the linear. I like to kind of get past the linear. We may do a new playthrough, but I mean, about 5 hours to get past the basic starting area, linear thing, kind of get the movement down. Still not a clue what's happening in the game. We've, like I said, the hardcover. And then randomness, of course. Here's some of the events that the stream has done. And it all can be found right here where you're at the Twitch platform. Should have put that on here too, but yeah. So there we go with that. That is the schedule for the moment. And here's some of the data we're going to be getting into. I want to open up these off screen just to make sure that we have no fucking porn or fucking pictures of me with my dick out. Who knows what would happen. So we're going to be looking at that. We've also got this Skyrim mod, which is a Colossal Pack. Let's see, from 2015, 1/4/15. Totaling about 31 to 32 gigs. It's a fucking huge one. So we're going to be installing that. Luckily, we have a README file. We'll see what they have to say about that. Along with that, we're also going to be looking at Fallout 76. Some of the games that we have modded Fallout 76, Witcher 3, Skyrim Special Edition, and Skyrim Edition. Love all those action RPGs. And we're going to be diving deeper into modding and plugins and save files. And just going into the old graphical user interface, or GUI, if you will, and seeing what the difference is between that one, right here, and the new one. This, you have to open up each little section. It's very tedious, very old school. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. This one, you just click and it enables all of it, and then you're playing the game. So if you like to fuck around with files, this might be the one to get in that rabbit hole and learn. And then once you learn, go on to the easy mode. Or if you're just looking to play the game and have the mods, boom, this is the program for you. And once again, we found that on the official site, which if you just type in Nexus mods, boom, official site of Nexus Mod Manager. And right there, install Vortex, which is the new one we just saw. Or Nexus Mod Manager, the old version, which I don't really know. I'm going to find out how old this one is, but it's a Visual Basic. As you can see, it's basic compared to an upgraded object-oriented programming, where you're actually clicking on the objects and it's programmed in as such, versus the simple click down, load in from the side, rather than just importing everything. You can scan for missing games and import from this program. Very simple. Very simple. Once we start getting into it, it's very simple to learn, very simple to understand, very fun to do. We're also going to be exploring some of the mods that we have and some of the mods that we may possibly need. How do we find out that? Well, you just go in and you go to dashboard. We're in Skyrim right here. There's all the plugins and the mods aren't loaded. Let's see what happens when we load this up if the scene goes in. It's still showing that capture code. There we go, that one's done. See what the deal is with this. It's just that it's not running. Let's see what happens if we open Task Manager. It doesn't work, so we'll Alt-Tab. That doesn't work, so we'll Windows-Tab and just close out of it. Let's see what this says. Failed to initialize rendering, unknown error. Creating the renderer. All right. So that's first step right there. Let's take care of that issue. All right, guys, right now we've been live for 2 hours. Gonna take my union break. Be right back, guys. Thank you for sticking around. We're gonna get right back in to some more modding, and then later on some more video games. Gonna also be going over the Stream Deck, the Elgato Stream Deck. And working with Streamlabs OBS. Looking at different files. Looking at different sources, what you can do, what you can click. Just editing a couple of things for the stream right now. On the actual stream, I'm not able to show you guys. Hopefully everybody's having a great day. Just doing a little bit of editing right now. Just chilling out. Just sit right here. We're going to be working on some of the modding coming up. We've been modding for, what is it, 2 hours? 3 hours? Who knows? We're going to be working on modding the Stream Deck next, configuring that. Then we're going to go into Nexus Mod Manager, the old Visual Basic GUI, or Graphical User Interface. Moving on to the new Graphical User Interface, more of an object-oriented program. Talk about that and what that can do. And also looking at Nexus Mod Manager and all the games that we could use and all the mods. Moving on from there, we're probably going to get into some high-level modding. We've got a colossal lazy pack, 32 gigabytes. I got a whole bunch to learn on this. Whole bunch to learn. Luckily, I read fast and I've done it before, so it's just going to get the timing down. Let's put this. Just doing a little bit of editing on the site. A little editing on the Twitch page and all the social medias. See if that button worked. Oh, okay, one of them works. Oh, which scene is this? Completely lost the scene. There we go. We'll hide this. So if we invert that, can you read that? Yep, that looks good. Oh man, This thing is... All right, I'm gonna get up and stretch the legs. We've got a little bit of editing done. We're gonna come back and go ahead and take care of some data management. Talk about the different types of hard drives, solid state hybrid, SCSI. Gonna be going into all of that. Be right back, guys. All right, we're gonna get right back into it in 1 second, guys. Just grabbing a drink. Be right back. Appreciate everybody's support. Let me set this up so we're not looking at this. We're gonna have to go ahead and do some alterations and some configurations to the Stream Deck when we get back, because it looks like all of the Stream Deck keys are completely fucked up. And that's very simple to do. Let's hide this and I'll show you. I'm looking at the wrong screen. Let's see where the 4K screen is. Why does that bring us over there? Each of these scenes has like 1,000 sources. That's what's running up my CPU. We've got 46 frames dropped. There we go. It's the BRB one. All right. So from here we could bust out the Stream Deck app. Go ahead and make some configurations. All right, we will call the new one modding. So we'll take live now. Actually, let's rename this. It's not a source, this is a scene that we're making on the Stream Deck, as you'll see, modding. Now what we could do is completely configure all of these. And we're on BRB. Okay, so we just configure that. There it is. We can make this full screen. And let's check the cam. Boom! So now we've set it up. If you look right here, it mimics right here. So we have the BRB and the cam. Perfect. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We've been doing a bunch of editing, a bunch of downloads in the background while we've been waiting. Right now, right now, I have to reset the computer because there's the mods are finished downloading, and I have to reset because I have too much shit running. When we get back, we're going to be back in probably 15 minutes. It's about 9:15 Eastern time. We'll be back in about 15 minutes, and then we'll get back into modding. We'll get back into the schedule of the day, which I believe I have up here. And that's my point.